Is there anything about the cosplay community in all of your time in it that you're hoping will change when we get back together? It could be maybe something positive you want to improve or something negative that you're hoping goes away.
Yes, I would be remiss if I didn't say that I would like to see more positivity in the cosplay community, more positivity and encouragement between cosplayers, and less negativity and less competition. Because cosplay is something that everyone should enjoy. And it doesn't matter if you started yesterday or started 7 years ago. I think that it's important to encourage other people who are getting into it or that may not feel as confident as you do as a cosplayer. I think it's so important for cosplayers to present themselves in a kind way to others. And that just goes for people in general. I think it's really great to be kind to others. And if someone asks you where you found a wig or something, don't shame them for wanting to know. They're looking up to you, and I think it's important to be a kind soul to others and help them, and just be a cool person. It's not hard.
Do you have an opinion on cosplayers that buy their cosplays head to toe? Or do you just accept it as a part of cosplay as it is today?
I think that it's not something to be shamed. I think that some people just lack the ability or the time to be able to be as creative as others. And I think that buying an entire cosplay, that's okay. If someone doesn't feel like they could make a cosplay or create a cosplay that was as good as something that they've purchased, that's fine, because at the end of the day, there was someone that did make what they purchased, and they deserve to be, supported for their efforts as well. But I think it is very important in the same respect to always acknowledge the people that have helped you make props and headpieces and just different pieces of cosplays that you've purchased. I think it's very important to support the people that those come from. Even if it's just 3D printed and you painted it, I think it's really, really great to kind of partner with other people to make something creative and to give them credit. It's important.
Okay, cool. In what ways has the cosplay scene changed from year one up to where you are now?
So I would say the biggest change that I have noticed is the sexuality in the cosplay scene. I think that there are a lot of cosplayers that have branched out of cosplay and gone into more adult entertainment avenues, which is fine. I have nothing wrong with that. I think that it is for everyone, and I think that it's become less of a family affair and more of an independent venture for a lot of artists. And more power to them if that's how they're making their source of income and finances. I think that everyone should be able to express themselves creatively in whichever way that they choose, as long as it's not hurting other people.
I agree with you. I agree with you for the most part. I do have a slight opinion that there are people that I'm familiar with. The nature of my day job, I've had, and the city that I live in, I've had to interact with a lot of photographers, a lot of models. I know models who legitimately were disgusted by anyone who was interested in any sort of nerd culture, any geeky stuff, anime, and now they're making a killing on OnlyFans or anything else like that. And they really enable their followers and their fans, and it seems like they're moving as if they were longtime fans of certain comic book characters. And it's like, I know you weren't, because I remember you from high school, I remember you from college, and you did not mess with us at all. You were not a part of our community. So while I'm open to the growth and acceptance, and also it will become more adult over time, I can't help but feel there is a lot of disingenuous the people who are coming into the community, because they see people like you who are vets, who've put in the time and they've established what the playing field is, and they kind of want to just come in and say, I'm going to pretend I've always been a fan so I can capitalize.
Right. It's just like anything. I think that people will take it as a way, as a means of easy money, even if they're not a fan, or even if they're not being, you know, as kind as they could to other people, and just kind of doing it for themselves. I think that's not really a great way of going about it, and I think that it also is kind of a, it's kind of an insult to the creators of characters when they're taking a character that someone else created and cheapening that character to make money. It's not great, but I think that as long as people enjoy what they do, and as long as they, you know, are honest about the reasons why they're doing it, I think that's a great thing. And I have nothing against OnlyFans and content creators, because I myself have an OnlyFans page, but I think that it's different for everyone, and it pertains to what you decide you want to put out into the world. So, you know, I think that people should always, you know, understand that everyone else does things for their own reasons, but really it should be something for everybody.